Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is the 866th Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. Just to say, I said that I was going to mix the games up a bit. I was going to put some new games on and some old games on. Well, this battle was fought on the 17th of June 2011. Okay, so it's the 17th of June 2011, 13 years ago. And on top of that, this is a KWR battle. Now, those of you who are not familiar with KWR, it's a King's War Rules battle, which means that each player gets 60,000 denarii each, okay? And the only rules are no artillery, no archers, and Rome v Rome. Okay, so it's a KWR battle, 60k each. The only rules are Rome v Rome, no archers, and no artillery. Okay, and as I say, this was fought back in June 2011. And the first teammate is Brotherhood member Turbo. A lot of you will know him as Lando, Brotherhood member Lando now, but back in 2011 he was called Turbo. Now he's got 16 infantry and 4 cavalry. Okay, 16 infantry and 4 cavalry, and the reason for that is in KWR every single unit is fully upgraded, so cavalry is not so effective in this battle against fully upgraded infantry units. So you'll tend to find in KWR battles that there's more infantry than there normally would be in a 31k battle. Here you'll see Turbo's got a lot of Eagle units in his army, so not only has he got extra firepower there, but he's got a lot of morale as well in his army. Okay, and their next teammate is Brotherhood member Fokker. Now those of you veterans watching this will remember Fokker, a very colourful character. I think we might leave it at that, a very colourful character. Now he's got 18 infantry and 2 cavalry, but Fokker was always an infantry general. Even in our 31k battles, he would very often bring 17 or 18 infantry and only maybe 2 or 3 cavalry. Okay, so he's always an infantry based general really, and so KWR really suited him because obviously, as we said earlier, cavalry are not so effective against fully upgraded infantry units. As you know, in the 31k battle you might have infantry that are just gold shield, gold attack, and cavalry can be very effective, but on these battles where every single unit is fully upgraded, cavalry is not so effective. But as I say, Fokker was always an infantry based general, and he always used to, even on 31k battlefields, used to bring maybe 16, 17 infantry and just a few cavalry. Their next teammate is Brotherhood member EthEth. Now he's got 16 infantry and 4 cavalry. Okay, 16 infantry and 4 cavalry for EthEth. Okay, so that's a pretty good army. So there you are. Now this is going to be an easy battle for you to follow because the Brotherhood team are all red Julii. Okay, so red Julii is a Brotherhood team. Every other Roman colour is an enemy. Okay. And here is the other team. Their first teammate is someone who's called himself Hillis Camperus. Okay, now he has got 6 cavalry and 14 infantry. Now, if you look at his name, can you see that he is what they call Latinized his name, if there is such a word? Okay, so he calls himself Hillis Camperus, so he's Latinized his name. Can you see the joke name under the Latin that he's put on the name? A lot of people didn't see this at the time. But if you notice there, if you take away the Latinization, his name is Hill Camper. Do you see? And that was the joke, and hardly anybody got that. But there you are, you can see he's Latinized Hill Camper to Hillis Camperus. And I just thought you might find that interesting back in 2011. And Hillis Camperus, just let you know, is a very, very good player of his day. We haven't seen him on Rome Total War for many years now, but he was a great player of his day. And as I say, he's got 6 cavalry and 14 infantry. Their next teammate is someone called Mark Antony. Now he's got 16 infantry and 4 cavalry, but just to let you know, this is Legion 22. This is Brotherhood member Legion 22 before he joined the Brotherhood, and he called himself Mark Antony. Okay, and I say he's got 16 infantry and 4 cavalry, but is in fact Legion 22. So it'll be interesting to see how he plays back in 2011. He was always a good player, and that's why he was recognised and recruited into the Brotherhood. And their last teammate is someone called COH Tacitus. If you notice there, he calls himself the Master, and he's got 17 infantry and 3 cavalry. Tacitus comes on and plays every now and again. You might see him every couple of months for a few games, but he's no longer a regular player. But he was a good player of his time as well, and he looks like he knew he was a good player because he calls himself the Master. So there you go. There's the team facing the Brotherhood team. This should be a cracking old school battle. Okay, at this stage of the battle, we're going to have a closer look at the Roman armoured cavalry general. Now remember, up to maybe, I don't know, 15, 16 years ago, we all used to bring this as our Roman general. If you notice there, of course, it's a fully upgraded unit, and of course, it's got 2 hit points as well. Now, Turbo uses this unit even today really well. He uses it as a harassing and haranguing unit, and a very frustrating. He can frustrate the enemy with this unit. Remember, it's fast moving, and as I say, in this KWR battle, it's fully upgraded. It's got 2 hit points. Be interesting to see how Turbo uses this. Now, up to say about 15, 16 years ago, this is something that you'd see regularly. As I say, when we brought our armoured cavalry generals to the battlefield, look at this, how he's going to harass and harangue the enemy units there. He's going to smash into the flank of that unit there like a bang. And because that unit's got 2 hit points and fully upgraded, he won't suffer hardly any casualties at all. Okay, there. And he knows that. And also, as I say, it's a fast-moving unit, so he can outrun enemy cavalry. See the enemy trying to bring heavy cavalry over to catch him, look? And he just runs around like, you know, they're in between them, look. He needs to watch out for that Scipio cavalry unit there coming on in, but he can still outrun him, look. And he was going to bang into the flank of that unit. See what I mean about harassing, haranguing, disrupting enemy troops, annoying enemy generals, making them make rash decisions which he could then take advantage of. He needs to pull that general unit away now from that heavy cavalry, which he's done. But here's something interesting I'm going to show you here. Okay, so remember, all units in this battle are fully upgraded. Okay, now so far in the whole battle, I think Turbo's lost 1 man from this unit. But look at this cavalry unit that just ran into him. Only got 44 men in. Remember, cavalry units are 54 men. So that little encounter there with Turbo's general cost that cavalry unit 10 cavalry. And I don't think Lando lost a single cavalryman there out of his armoured cavalry general unit. But it took 10 cavalry from a fully upgraded unit. Here you are, he's going to smash into this Bruto unit, and bang, as he smashes in there as well. Look. You see how aggressive and how, as I say, harassing and haranguing he is to enemy generals there with that unit. And because they've only got kind of like heavy cavalry there, they of course can't catch him, and he can just run around the battlefield. It's almost like he plays a game with them. Can you see what I mean? And as I say, up to about 15, 16 years ago, you'd see this done quite a lot. This is genuine old school stuff, this. Can you see Fokker moving his army forward there? And if you notice there, he's kind of made his army into 2 big armies. Got his first army there and his secondary army there. So he can certainly hold his ground with that first army and maybe move that second army around the battlefield to help allies. And here you can see Turbo's got his infantry really spread out. Certainly not in the traditional Roman battle formations there. As I say, this is a genuine old school battle, and I hope you really enjoy it. Okay, at this very, very early stage of the battle here, you'll see Turbo still moving his general round there. Attacking there. You can see Hillis is just on a cavalry hit on the Julii flank there, I think of Fokker there. As I say, it's got the potential to be an extremely aggressive battle because there's lots of great players in this battle. Look at Lando, still. Now what he's trying to do there, he's trying to get them to throw pilers at him there, look. And his general unit moves so fast that the pilers will miss him. So that's why he's doing it. There's his 1 casualty that he suffered from his armoured cavalry general unit so far. And you've seen the damage that he's doing. Oh my gosh, look at this, look, and bang! You can see the damage that he's doing. Can you see he's still got 24 men left in that unit? He's lost 1 man from all the encounters that he's had so far with that general unit. He's just lost 1 cavalryman. And look at the damage and harassing and haranguing that he's done, and the disruption that he tries to cause as well. Now, as I say here, if you look how wide Turbo's battle formation is, it's got a lot of... he could well flank with that there quite easily. Right over here on the Brotherhood's right flank, you'll see that EthEth's got 2 armies here facing Hillis's 2 armies. Okay, he's got his larger army there to face the larger army of Hillis, to stop Hillis looking to flank there. So nice move there by EthEth, nice anticipation there of what might happen. And there you'll see that Mark Antony, or Legion 22 as we know him today, very aggressive, very attacking there as he attacks the forward units there, as I believe is Fokker there. As I say, those of you that remember Fokker will remember he was a very colourful character, and once met, never forgotten, I would suggest. Right, so here, as I say, you can see Hillis there. Remember that the Brotherhood team are the red Julii. Okay, all the other colour Romans there are enemy troops there. Okay, so there you can see Hillis, usually very aggressive player there. And there you can see that EthEth here is putting some of his units into Testudo. Those of you that haven't seen a unit go into Testudo, there you are. It's a very strong defensive unit. Look at that cavalry charging in the Hillis, look at bang as he smashes it in there. Nice counter-attack there by EthEth, look at bang as he counter-attacks there. As I say, in KWR, King's War rules, every single unit is fully upgraded. So cavalry are not so effective as they are in 31K. Okay, just to let you know that. And here you'll see that Hillis has also got an armoured cavalry general there. So old school, as I say here. And as I say, up to about 15, 16 years ago, you'd have seen everybody here bring, and probably seen them bring an armoured cavalry general. Okay, so it's just, as I say, this is an old school battle here, anyway, fought back in 2011. And as I say, it's a King's War rule battle. Remember, King's War rule is Rome v Rome, no archers, no artillery, and you get 60k each. So every single unit in this battle is fully upgraded. 3 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. Now over here on this flank, I can see the way that Turbo's moved his army there, the disposition of his army. He's looking to flank Tac there, or Tacitus there, I think. You see that unit going to throw some pilers into the enemy troops there, and there you go. That was almost like point blank range, straight into the enemy SBQR troops there. And as I say, you can see this is a good matchup here, Hillis against EthEth. Here, I think this is a pretty good matchup. Both aggressive players, both very good players there. You can see them exchanging pilers there between their piler shield units. And I got a feeling this would be more of a tactical battle than maybe a hammering on the front door like we've seen in other old battles. As I say, look at Turbo here, or Lando, as you know him today, moving his infantry around the flank of Tacitus there. Right now, if you notice here, COH Tacitus was moving some infantry, looked to me like over onto the other flank to help Hillis, and Turbo spotted that. Lando or Turbo, whichever you want to call him, spotted that, went to flank him, and Tacitus is now bringing those reinforcements that he was going to send over to the other flank back to his own army there, as you can see. So you can see him bringing his those reinforcements he was going to send over to the other flank back to his army. And also you've got Mark Antony, or Legion 22's cavalry, over on this flank as well. Lots of pilot exchanging going on here. As we know, Turbo, very aggressive, very attacking player. And we know that Tacitus was a very aggressive and attacking player of his day as well. And here you can see, as I say, Legion 22 bringing his cavalry out, or Mark Antony. I say I'll get a bit confused here. We know him as Legion 22 today, but of course he was Mark Antony in those days. And as I say, you can see Turbo attacking there. And as I say, over on the Brotherhood's right flank here, Hillis versus EthEth. This could be quite interesting little tussle here. Still pilot exchanging going on between the troops, the two armies there. You can see Hillis moving troops more over into the centre there. He's still keeping some on the flank here, but he's moving more over into the centre. And as I say, over on this this flank here, you can see Mark Antony there has moved his cavalry out. And you can see Turbo there moving towards Tacitus there. You can see the dead there. There were some pilot exchanging going on there. So as I say, it looks to me like Turbo really wants to flank here, but Tacitus is kind of matching him there. And there goes the SBQR cavalry, and bang! As they smash into Turbo's infantry there. As I say, in these KWR battles where every unit is fully upgraded, cavalry hasn't got the same effect as it does in 31k battles there, because of course the infantry units are fully upgraded, so they don't suffer the casualties that they would from cavalry hits in a 31k battle. Right, there comes Hillis's cavalry. Looked like he was going to charge in there. Looks like he's going to hit a Testudo unit, and bang, as he smashes in there with his cavalry there. Just look at the impact and penetration of that Brutii cavalry there. Now, he might not have routed any of EthEth's units there, but he would have definitely weakened them. But he would have lost a lot of his cavalry at the same time as well. Alright, let's just pause the game for a second here. So over here on this particular flank, you'll see, as I say, Turbo looking to flank there. But you can see that they brought reinforcements over onto this flank. You can see Mark Antony, or Legion 22, has brought some of his Scipii units over here from the centre to reinforce the flank here with Tacitus, as Turbo's looking to move round there. It wouldn't surprise me if Fokker sent some troops over there as well, because Fokker was always a good team player. And here, as I say, you can see Hillis being very, very aggressive. Look how he's charging his cavalry and his infantry in there. Really, really aggressive player was Hillis, and you can see that there with the way that he's attacking with both his cavalry and his infantry there. And you can see EthEth there doing well at repelling the attack. And in the centre there, say, Mark Antony has sent some reinforcements over to the other flank there, but he's still got enough units there to hold his place in the battle line. Okay, you can see here that EthEth is starting to attack. Can you see that, moving troops forward there towards Hillis's green Brutii troops? You can see Fokker is holding in the centre there. Got plenty of troops to hold in the centre, but it wouldn't surprise me that if he's not sent reinforcements over to the other flank there to support Lando. There you are. Can you see Fokker has sent 5 or 6 units over to this flanklet to support Turbo. Okay, Fokker was always a good team player. As I say, very colourful character on the RTW battlefield, and a very infantry orientated general, but a very good general as well. And as I say there, he's left enough units there to hold his place in the battle line, but he's had enough infantry to send some over to assist Turbo on that flank, as he'd seen that Mark Antony has sent reinforcements over to support the enemy on that flank. But as I say, you can see Hillis here, very, very aggressive, and you can see ETH counter-attacking there as well. Very, very, very aggressive on this flank. And you can see Hillis has sent units into the centre as well there to help Mark Antony in the centre. And they've got their cavalry locked and loaded in behind their infantry there. Be interesting to see how they use that cavalry during the course of the battle. There, a nice cavalry hit here by ETH, like, bang, as he smashes in there. Wouldn't surprise me if the enemy counter-attack there, but can you see he's surging forward with infantry and cavalry at the same time. Look at the penetration of that cavalry hit. And there you are, you can see Tacitus now counter-attacking with his SBQR cavalry, and bang, as he smashes in there. Look at the penetration and impact of those SBQR cavalry units there. And you've got Mark Antony's cavalry in wedge formation for more penetration and more impact, ready to hit as well. So, as I say, a lot going on at the same time in this battle. Another nice cavalry hit there by Turbo, look, bang, into Hillis's Brutii troop. Can you see that Hillis has brought troops over from the other flank to this flank there? Okay, very, very supportive player is Hillis, but he needs to be careful he doesn't weaken his place in the battle line too much there, because I'm pretty sure the Brotherhood team will spot that and try to exploit that if he does weaken his place in the battle line. Right, you'll see Tacitus there moving some of his troops back. As I say, Mark Antony, or Legion 22 as we know him today, has moved some of his units over there to help Tacitus there on that flank. But I think EthEth is holding very well there, just absorbing the enemy attacks at the moment. He's got cavalry there, and he's got infantry, fresh infantry he can throw in if need be. And as I say, you can see Mark Antony, or Legion 22, brought his cavalry out here, probably looking to smash into the flank of EthEth's engaged infantry there. Okay, let's pause the game for a second here. Okay, so as you can see, he's got them in wedge formation, so he's ready to attack, and he's ready to smash it into EthEth's troops. But if you notice, EthEth has spotted this and he's turned infantry to face it, and he's also got cavalry and Fokker's cavalry there as well to repel any cavalry attack. In the center here, as I say, you can see EthEth there has moved some troops over to the center to help Fokker, just to make sure that this particular part of the battle line is solid, just in case the enemy wants to try and push through there. But they won't now with the reinforcements that EthEth has sent there. As I say, Fokker has sent units over here to help Turbo on this flank, okay, because he spotted that Mark Antony had sent reinforcements over there to help. So, as I say, a lot going on at the moment here. Be interesting to see what the next move is by either team, what the next big move is by either team here. As I say, you can see Legion 22 or Mark Antony's cavalry there locked and loaded, ready to hit. He's probably got his finger on the trigger there. But over here, as I say, Fokker and Turbo here moving their Julii troops around this flank. If you notice, they've turned at the enemy flank. And what I mean by that, can you see the enemy has now turned to face them? So now they've actually turned the enemy flank here between them, Fokker and Turbo. So well done to them. I'm hopefully going to cause a little bit of disruption in the enemy battle line by doing that. You can still see there's pilots being thrown in there by both teams there on this particular flank. So as I say, you can see the enemy team becoming a little bit more defensive now, especially on this flank. But over here you can see Hillis still out and out attacking with his infantry there. You can see that, and you can see that Mark Antony, or Legion 22, is throwing his Scipii infantry, some of his infantry unit in there as well. Pilots still being thrown in. You can see Hillis has pulled his cavalry back there, but it looks to me like the enemy team in some places have gone a little bit defensive, in other places they're very aggressive there. And you can see the Brotherhood team slowly maneuvering their units around the enemy team there. If you notice, they're slowly moving them around there and attacking. Here you can see that Mark Antony has brought some of his cavalry over here, and you'll see Turbo bringing some of his infantry back there because he spots that cavalry coming around his flank. So that's a good move there by Turbo. In fact, he may well try and attack that cavalry if it gets too close. Say, Warlock, as I say, he doesn't mind attacking cavalry with fully upgraded infantry there. If the cavalry tries to fight him, there's only going to be one winner there, and that will be the infantry units there, because of course, as we said, every unit in this game is fully upgraded. Over here you'll see Fokker, as I say, very good team player, brought some units over onto this flank as well as the other flank to help EthEth here. Now looking here, maybe the enemy team were worried we might be able to punch a hole, that the Brotherhood team might be able to punch a hole through the centre there. And you can see that Tacitus has brought some infantry over there to plug that possible gap there if the Brotherhood team tries to push through. There you can see Tacitus there, infantry units. He could spot the danger there maybe to his team. They've got cavalry locked and loaded there as well. Fierce fighting going on there. Now, if you notice here, can you see Turbo's gone very wide? It looks to me like he's even trying to get in behind the enemy team there. There goes a cavalry hit by Hillis there, like a bang, as his Brutii cavalry charges in there. Didn't do a lot of damage though. Just say Fokker, a very good team player, sent some units over there, stopped the enemy team from flanking there. Notice how he put them on the end of EthEth's infantry there to make it more difficult for the enemy to flank. Uh-oh, here comes a Scipii cavalry attack. Okay, Legion 22's charging his cavalry and get ready for this. And bang, as they smash in. Now you watch the penetration of fully upgraded cavalry. Look at that penetration. 4 fully upgraded cavalry just smashed into tired, battle-damaged infantry. Look at the damage that is just done there, that cavalry hit. You can see that 1, 2, 3, 4 fully upgraded infantry units just got routed there by that massive cavalry attack of Legion 22, or Mark Antony as he was then. You can see that Tacitus here is attacking with his SBQR troops against Fokker's units there on the end of EthEth's battle formation there. As I say, in KWR and King's War rules, when every unit is fully upgraded and cavalry is not so effective, it's a good idea to hold your cavalry back until the latter stages of the battle, when the enemy units are tired and battle damaged, and then they'll do more damage there. You can see here Turbo's got infantry units round behind the enemy team now, and it is attacking enemy cavalry. There you are. You can see Fokker's brought units round behind them as well. So we've gradually turned their flank and now have actually got in behind them there. The Brotherhood team has. We're attacking the flank, we've got in behind, and we're attacking the forward units as well of them. So looking at the general disposition of the battlefield here, it looks to me like the Brotherhood team is slowly kind of getting into very good positions around the battlefield here to attack the enemy team. There's another cavalry attack going in there. Look, bang, as that cavalry smashes in of Mark Antony's there, trying to hit the flank of Fokker's infantry there and EthEth's infantry. You can see the Brotherhood team counter-attacking with cavalry. Meanwhile, over here you'll see a very serious attack from Turbo and Fokker there. As I say, getting in behind the enemy troops, attacking their flank as well at the same time. Lots of pressure on the enemy team at this stage of the battle. But here you can see the SBQR troops of Tacitus there, really locking horns there with the Brotherhood Julii troops. Remember that all the red Julii troops are the Brotherhood team. Everything else is enemy there. You can see EthEth and Fokker really engaged there with Mark Antony's troops, Hillis's troops, and Tacitus' troops there. You can see they're attacking, the Brotherhood team's attacking from the flank as well. Okay, so they're attacking from the front, they're attacking from the flank, they got cavalry ready to charge in there. Now if you notice here, can you see that Fokker's 2 cavalry units are fresh and full, 54 men in each unit there. What he's done, look, he's kept his cavalry back until this stage of the battle, when he knows the enemy troops are tired and battle damaged, and the cavalry are going to do their most kind of effective attacks at this stage of the battle into tired, battle damaged enemy troops there. So he only got 2 cavalry, but he's done the right thing there in holding those 2 fresh full cavalry units back so they can do the most damage now to tired enemy troops. Right here you can see Mark Antony, or Legion 22 there, is moving his cavalry round again. Looks like he's going to try and smash into the flank of the Brotherhood team there. You can see him charging forward there, like, and bang, as he smashes in there. But as I say, his cavalry is battle damaged now there and probably tired, so it hasn't got the full effect of what it did earlier. And as I say, I think the Brotherhood team now are, they seem to be in very advantageous positions around the battlefield if you look at their positioning there. Coming in from the flank, getting in behind the enemy troops, but also putting a lot of pressure on their forward units as well. I think this is really good teamwork here by the Brotherhood team. there. If you just look at the positioning of their troops, the aggressive attacking way that they are attacking there. I think Mark Antony or Legion 22 with his Scipio troops are holding well. Right, let's pause the game for a second here. Okay, so over here, you'll see that Hillis' cavalry, very battle damaged and winded. They may well go for Turbo's general there. Now, I don't know whether Turbo's forgot he's left his general there. There you are, you can see his general. Very important for morale. But you may well see Hillis go after Turbo's general there with his cavalry. Try and take out the morale bonus that the general's given there. But over here you can see, remember the red Julii armies are the Brotherhood team. The Scipii, SPQR and Brutii are the enemy team there. There you are. You can see Hillis there going after Turbo's general. But Turbo's, of course, that armoured cavalry general will outrun those heavy cavalry of Hillis there. But you can see the Brotherhood team, I think you can see them kind of starting to turn the screw a little bit here with the way that they're attacking and their positioning there of their troops. There as they start moving in. And as I say, you can see here Hillis' cavalry charging in, that green Brutii cavalry coming in behind the Brotherhood team. Nice move there by Hillis. But from what I can see, I think it looks like all of Hillis' infantry has basically been taken out at this stage. But you can see that Brutii cavalry coming in behind. Nice move there. Now remember, with a lot of these very old battle replays, sometimes you see the battle, the kills at the end, sometimes you don't. There's that cavalry charge in there like a bang as it smashes in there. So I'm not sure whether we're going to see the kill count at the end of the battle or not. As I say, with these old battles when they were played on GameSpy and we were playing from the CD version, when you show the battles on Steam, sometimes the battle results at the end don't show. So we'll just have to wait and see if we're going to see the battle results or not here. You see that Julii cavalry there charging in again. Nice little cavalry charge there. Wherever you look, there's pressure on the enemy troops from the Brotherhood Julii troops there. I think Mark Antony's generals there, it would be a good idea, I think, for the Brotherhood team to try and take out Mark Antony's general there. Obviously take away the general morale bonus there. They just killed the general there, I think, one of the generals. Just because there's Mark Antony's general there. As I say, they look like they're concentrating on trying to take him out if they can. Take the morale bonus away. That's it. I think they just there you are. So that's Legion 22 or Mark Antony's general dead. Right, okay, so unfortunately, because this is an old battle replay, it didn't show the kills at the end. The battle replays finished there, which is, as I say, some of the very old battles that we put on, they do show the kill results, but unfortunately this one, the battle replays just stopped there. So if we look over here, we can see how big the battlefield is. Remember, this is only a 3v3 battle, but it looks, you know, if you look at the spread of the kills on the battlefield here, it looks more like a 4v4. Very, very intense fighting from one side of the battlefield all the way across to the other. Here, as I said, you can see there massive piles of dead. You can see, as I say, the most intense part of the fighting was obviously in these places. Look at that. I mean, oh my gosh, a sea of dead. Oh my gosh, just look at that. Massive there. Massive amount of dead. But let's have a look at the two teams now. And who do you think would win? Now you can see some of the enemy units left, but I noticed no generals. Okay, so there's no general morale bonus there in the enemy team at all. And I noticed that the Brotherhood team here, if you notice there, the red Julii troops there, as you can see, I think if I remember right, they've got two generals left there. And as I say, there's a lot, seems to me, a lot of Julii troops left there. As I say, they were just one general there, look, Fokker's general and EthEth's general there. So they've got 2 general morale bonus on top of more troops there. So just please leave your thoughts, your comments in the comments, please, about who you think would win this battle. But if you look at the numbers alone there, it looks like the Brotherhood Julii team there would have probably won this battle. Anyway, I just hope you enjoyed this battle from June 2011. As I say, I'm mixing the battles up. The next battle I put on will be a brand new battle fought over the weekend. As I say, we play Rome Total War every Friday and Saturday night. Any ex-players, please come and join us. You can see we still have great battles here. And any new players that like to give RTW a chance, come and see us on Friday and Saturday nights when it's the busiest time in the lobby. Okay, this is Spartan Commander saying please leave your thoughts in the comments or give us a thumbs up. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye for now.